Assalamu alaikum. We are still in Surah Al-Baqarah, Surah number 2, and we reach Ayah, verse number 35. وإذ قلنا يا آدم اسكن أنت وزوجك الجنة وكلا منها حيث شئتما رغدا ولا تقربا هذه الشجرة فتكونا من الظالمين. And when Allah said, Adam, live in this Jannah, in this paradise, you and your wife, your spouse, and eat from wherever you want in abundance, as much as you like. But there is one tree, do not even come close, do not approach, stay a distance. وَلَا تَقْرَبَا هَذِهِ الشَّجَرَةِ, this tree. Do not come close to this tree. So now Adam had the privilege to enjoy all the fruits, all the blessings of the Jannah, of paradise, to eat from every tree there is, and from every fruit, and to go in every direction he wishes to go. And in Jannah, there is no heat and no cold. The climate is just more than perfect. فأزلهما الشيطان عنها. Before that, we said that Allah said, if you touch that tree, you'll become a zalim. Zalim means unjust. Unjust. Not unto Allah. Unjust unto yourself. Because sinning or offending the orders of Allah is something bad for us, not for Allah. We cannot do anything that may hurt Allah. But Allah can do a lot to hurt us back. Okay, let's move to Ayah 36. فأزلهما الشيطان عنها فأخرجهما مما كان فيه وقلنا اهبطوا بعضكم لبعض عدو ولكم في الأرض مستقر ومتاع إلى حين. فأزلهما الشيطان. The word أزلهما comes from the word zul. Zul. Meaning to play on the temptation of the heart, the temptation of the nafs, the soul. In the Jewish Christian book, the serpent, Satan, said to Eve, actually, that God does not want you to touch this tree because it gives you life immortal. You become like God, immortal. Remember that joke of trees that grow knowledge and trees that grow life eternal? But here, something very close, Satan whispered to Adam. But before we go there is a puzzling point at this time. Allah told Satan, go out from Jannah, from paradise. Nobody in paradise should show pride, offending Allah, disobeying Allah, and show pride that he is better in his creation from fire. It's much better than the creation of Adam, who is from dust. Imagine, some of the imams in the masjids, they preach false information that human beings are better than the angels. We are not even better in our creation than Satan. Satan is from fire, a higher substance from the dust. So how far we are from being equal or better than the angels? We are so far, so miserably far. The angels are much, much better and higher. than any of us. Okay, no problem. Anyway, فَأَزَلَّهُمَا, in Arabic, if you say زَلَّت قَدَم, meaning, slip. You slip and fall. If you're not paying attention, you slip and fall. And zul means humiliation. So Satan managed to humiliate Adam and his wife, Eve, our parent, by not listening to the order of Allah, by disobeying Allah, by committing this sin of eating from the tree that Allah said, don't even come close. So sliding their feet, they are not supposed to come close, but their feet slide close to the tree. They fell into the Satan whispers. And Satan told them that, what they are going to own by eating from this tree is so much. We'll discuss this in a different time. But basically, Adam and Eve ate from the tree. Now, in the Jewish Christian book, they blame the woman. They blame the woman. When God of the Jews and the Christians came and asked Adam why you did this, he said, it's your fault, your mistake. This woman that you put here with me, she gave me and I ate. They insult their God, they insult Adam, and they blame Eve for all the misery and the sin. And then God, turns to Eve, believed, that she is responsible. So he turns to Eve and he say, I'm going to make animosity between you and your children and the Satan, who is the snake, and the children of the snakes. You will crush the head of this, with the heel. Your descendants will crush the head of the snake, and the snake will try to bite their heels, to pour poison into it. Such a myth, such a stupid story. Anyway, فأزلهما الشيطان عنها فأخرجهما مما كان فيه وقلنا اهبطوا بعضكم لبعض عدو. Allah says ihbitu means, coming from a high ground to a lower ground. So this does not apply to any place on earth. Ihbitu is very suitable for what we explained in different ayah, in Ayat al-Kursi, how Jannah is outside the throne. So they are gonna, ihbitu, come down from outside the throne into inside the throne, to planet Earth. And he said, you are enemies to one another. So what happens? The male is an enemy to the female and enemy to Satan. The female is an enemy to the male and to Satan, and Satan is an enemy to the male and the female. So there is animosity. Only Allah can save us from this animosity that we have. In many cases, if a male fears Allah a lot, then this animosity is kind, loving, with passion. Will absorb what his wife may do sometimes by mistake. It's not something that she does all the time, all day long, 24/7, just a slip. So he'll digest it. And then when everything is calm and cool, he'll come back and say, why you did this? And the same from the female. When the male comes from outside, he has been facing problems with somebody on the street or at work, and he is upset and he slips. So she digests it, she takes it in, be quiet about it, and when everything is cool now, she discusses it. Why you did this? Did I deserve it? I didn't do anything wrong. But in the case of Satan, There is no excuse. No excuse. Satan is always angry. Satan is always working to disrupt our lives, to throw us into sin, pushing us and whispering evil thoughts to offend Allah, to make sins, to commit, evil every second of our lives. And our fight with Satan is extremely difficult, extremely hard. But we also, this is bad news, but we also have good news on the other hand. Because Satan promised that time, during those words we just recited, Allah said, since you did not bow to Adam and obeyed my order, then you are condemned to hell. Satan said, please Lord, Ya Allah, please postpone my entrance to hell until you bring them back, resurrection day. He knew. He received the message from the Lord through Jibreel. He used to teach his people the law of the Lord, that if you do well, you're going to go to paradise. If you do bad and evil, offending Allah, you'll go to hell. He knows. He knows. So he asked Allah permission not to put him back then, thousands of years back, from the beginning of our life as human beings, not to put him into hell, but to wait, to give him a chance, to give him life, until Allah brings us back, until resurrection day. Then he accepts, he is going to hell. There is no escape for Satan. But some of his people, the jinn, who are believers in Allah and the teaching of Allah, those will go to paradise. That doesn't mean because they are, the people of Satan, then all of them are going to hell because he's going to hell. Only those from the jinn who offend Allah, like their chief and master Satan, they will go to hell. No doubt about that. We will receive reward or punishment according to our actions, the consequences of those actions that we have done. Very well. So Satan caused our father and mother to leave paradise. Not the eating from the tree, but falling into sin. Not even that. I'll tell you why. First of all, remember, when we started this story, we said that Allah said to the angels, I'm making a Khalifat, a ruler, preserver, who will take care of things on earth. إِنِّي جَاعِلٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ Khalifa. I am making on earth, on this planet, earth, a Caliphate, a ruler, preserver. He didn't say that Adam will stay in paradise until he sins. He didn't say that. But now that he sinned, if you go to the Christians, they are in such a miserable state. They blame Adam for all the sins that humanity have done after him. Like a man named Paul made up evil stuff in the New Testament, and he said, by one man we enter death and sin, and by another man, meaning Jesus Christ, we are saved. He's our salvation, and that's a big lie. The worst lie in the history of mankind. The greatest lie ever repeated since 2,000 years back until today, and in the future as well. They will not stop. No, Allah is not so unjust, not so weird to blame us for something that we did not do. We haven't seen Adam. We didn't witness to his sin. We didn't follow him into eating into the tree. We have our own sins, so we will be blamed. According to Allah, كل نفس بما كسبت رهينة إلا أصحاب اليمين. Every soul will be questioned about what it has done. It has done. And this is also in the Old Testament. of the Jews and the Christians. It is in the book exactly the same. Only the soul that sinneth shall die. But Paul put all humanity into death and sin because of one man at the beginning of time. Such a stupid invention Paul has made. And Christians follow it to the letter with all of their hearts, even today. Not even one smart individual questioned that among them. Very well. Then the ayah, وَقُلْنَا اهْبِطُوا بَعْضُكُمْ لِبَعْضٍ عَدُوٌّ. Descend to earth. Each one is an enemy to the other. وَلَكُمْ فِي الْأَرْضِ مُسْتَقَرٌّ وَمَتَاعٌ إِلَى حِينٍ. And you have a specific short time on earth with pleasures. But you will enjoy that for a short time, for a period, very short period of time. How long you're going to live? 70? 80? 100? Noah lived 950 years. Very short time. Very short time. So don't measure how long humanity have been living or will live. No, measure your lifespan only. It's very short. وَلَكُمْ فِي الْأَرْضِ مُسْتَقَرٌّ. You will settle on earth. You will live as long as Allah allows you to live. وَمُسْتَقَرٌّ إِلَى حِينٍ. Until a specific time. Then we are taken from this life into the next state in the grave or in any other death state till resurrection time. When we come back, it is eternity either in hell or in paradise. Continue next time, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.